Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team. I wanted to make this video to kind of explain the differences of stocks and options and mutual funds. When a lot of people get started or they want to look into investing in the stock market, it can be very confusing because there are a lot of terms, there are a lot of different ways to trade within the stock market. And it's just a matter of trading style, trading preference, as to what direction you want to go in. And a lot of people come from the world of working a job and they're used to having a 401k and investing into mutual funds. Now, some people, manage their mutual funds themselves, so they'll invest in their 401k, they'll move money around in their mutual funds themselves personally, and it's a matter of, how much, that they're looking to learn about the stock market themselves. So if they do a lot of their investigating and they see they're able to move their money around pretty quickly, some of them move it on a monthly basis. Again, but that's not the average person. The average person will have a financial advisor or they'll have part of their 401k. Some of them might have money managers within there where they might pay like half of 1% or a certain percentage each year for that company to manage their money. So their goal is to basically, invest within their 401k, anywhere from 20, 30, 40 years out, depending where, what their age is. And obviously, they ideally want to be able to have enough money for when they retire. So mutual funds are geared more of long-term investments. You don't necessarily make high percentage returns each year, but the goal is just more long-term. So usually, again, people will do that within their 401k. Or sometimes if someone's a business owner or they're doing it, their own personal investments, they can still invest in mutual funds as well. But the whole goal of a mutual fund is pretty much to, invest your money long term for retirement. I'm actually on this website here, investopedia.com. It's a very simple website to go to. So if you want to look up terms and see what they mean, you could just go to investopedia.com and you can type in let's say mutual funds. And let's see what pops up. You can come down here and you can see mutual funds. What are they? Mutual fund definitions, introduction. So it's a very easy page to go to look at, different stock market terms and or terms within the stock market and see what they mean and, make it a little bit simplified for you. So that's kind of mutual funds are. They're just more long-term investments. So if you're looking to branch out from mutual funds or branch out from your 401k, the next step usually people will take a look into is buying stocks. So if you go to here, investopedia.com, you can just type in stocks. If you're really not familiar with stocks are or you want to learn more about stocks, you can come here to Investopedia. There's also many other different websites that you can look up and learn about different terminologies. But there's definition of stocks right here, stock basics, what are stocks. But basically, if you want to learn more about stocks or you want to invest in stocks, now you're starting to take shares within a company. So you're owning a part of a company. You're a shareholder. So now you might be looking to invest in stocks where you might, a lot of people will take stocks and they're still going to hold them long term. They might invest in a company like Apple or Google or Coca-Cola or GE, and they want to see if they can maybe make more of a higher rate of return, be a little bit more aggressive than their 401k or mutual funds. So they want to get a little bit more aggressive with their extra money that they might have to invest in. So maybe they're still going long term with their investments, but they want to, again, put a little bit more risk out there and become shareholders in a company. Well, that's how stocks work. You're buying shares within a company and you're becoming a shareholder. Also, a lot of other people will be swing traders. So a lot of people want to invest and maybe not do 20 or 30 years with holding the stock, but maybe they want to hold it for a few years or a few months or even a few weeks. there's a lot of people that'll come in and they'll buy shares within a company and buy and sell stocks. Now that's a little bit more riskier because the market does go up and down. It trades sideways. So if you're looking to purchase stocks, it's very important to learn other things like fundamental analysis and technical analysis, making sure you do your proper research when you're buying stocks. But again, stocks are owning shares within a company, and you're looking to, make a little bit more than you would within your 401k or mutual funds. Again, it's more of an aggressive approach, and we do highly suggest doing your proper research. But again, it's just another step in the process of someone that wants to be an investor. They're becoming a shareholder within a company. Now, options, that's another really popular strategy. If you want to learn more about options, again, there's massive amounts of information on the internet, but again, you can come over to Investopedia. You can type in options and see options definition, basics, what are options. But in essence, what options are, they give you the right but not the obligation to purchase, shares within a stock at a designated price by a designated period of time, an expiration date. So what that basically means, let me show you here. I'll pull it up here. The actual definition is a financial derivative that represents a contract sold by one party, which is the option writer, to another party, the option holder. The contract offers the buyer the right, but not the obligation to buy a call or sell a put, a security, or financial or other financial asset at an agreed upon price, the strike price, during a certain period of time or on a specific date or exercise date. Again, this video is not going to be a whole tutorial on all the breakdowns of options and stocks. It's more of just a basic explanation of it, but very simplified explanation of options are you're able to purchase or buy and sell big name companies without having to pay the full price of them. So if you wanted to purchase, let's say Apple, and Apple was trading at $100 per share, and you wanted to buy 100 shares of Apple, you would have to spend $100 times 100 shares. That'd be $10,000 up front just to buy 100 shares of Apple. But with an option, you basically pay a premium where somebody else owns that stock. So somewhere in the world, someone owns those 100 shares of Apple, and they're willing to basically rent them out to you for a premium. So they're going to charge you like a premium or basically almost like rent to basically rent those shares. And if the price goes your way, so if you buy a call, you believe the stock is going to go up. If you buy a put, you believe the stock is going to go down. If the stock goes up or down in your direction, you have the right to exercise that option and purchase those shares at a specific strike price. So you could actually, at that point, exercise the option, buy those 100 shares of Apple at a discount, and that worked out in your favor. The other thing that people do is they buy and sell their options contracts. So they don't necessarily exercise the option. They buy and sell just their premium. So they might buy a Apple contract and maybe they're spending $300 or $400 on it, and they never exercise the option to own those shares. They don't want to physically own them. They just buy and sell the contract. So when they profit on their option contract, they sell it to somebody else, and that other person, they may decide to either exercise the contract or they might sell their option as well. So options are just a very great way to buy and big name companies without having to put out high capital up front. So again, it's just a matter of your trading style. It's not a matter of which one's better or worse than others. Some people are long-term investors. They like mutual funds, and then they say, hey, I want to get into stocks and invest long-term. So they take their extra capital, they do their fundamental analysis and company research, and they say, hey, well, maybe I want to invest in Apple long-term or or Coca-Cola or GE or some of the bigger names, and they want to basically take their $10,000 and hopefully when they retire, maybe they turn it into 15 or 20 or $30,000. Their ideal goal in the end is to make money long term with it. If you're a short term or medium term stock trader, some people will buy and sell stocks on a yearly, monthly, or weekly basis. It's again a matter of their preference. And options traders, again, a little bit more risky. You definitely want to do your technical and financial or fundamental research on companies. You want them both together because options are a lot more risky. However, if you do your proper research, you're able to trade, like I said, these really big name companies for very little capital up front. So again, it's a matter of trading style. There's a lot of other different trading strategies as well. I just wanted to talk to you just about the basics of mutual funds, stocks, and options. Again, Investopedia is just a very simple website to go to if you just want to know the basic definitions. But this video is not really about going into all the in-depth of options and stocks. If you do want to learn more about stocks and options and advanced trading strategies, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel below. And take a look at our playlist of all the different videos we've done, webinars we do on technical analysis, stocks and options, webinars that we've done. We definitely go into advanced training on our channel here. And also as well, if you aren't a part of our community or a member of our trading community, we have an amazing stock market training community on Facebook called the Bullish Bears. The link is below. We have a phenomenal community, again, of thousands of people that love to help each other out on a daily basis, learn the stock market. We're basically a very collaborative community of people that share and love to help out each other. So if you aren't a member of our community, feel free to join. Our link is below, and we'd love to have you and help you out. So I hope you enjoyed this video on learning the basics of stocks and options. And again, it's just important to decide with yourself internally what type of trader you want to be. And again, it may evolve over time, and that's okay. It happens with a lot of people. But again, choose your strategy and then go slowly and do your proper research. So again, come join our community. We'd love to have you. Subscribe to our channel for more updates, and I hope you enjoyed this video.